and the Stones and McCartney, but Bruce is working with the promoter from Chicago.
Why is that?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, tell us. Give us some insight into the business.
Right.
We need insight.
Well, the insight is that years ago I was involved with a company out of Chicago, and they had a line on Bruce. This is in the early '80s, and I'm out here and I'm working with them, and they go, "You want to do Bruce?" I go, "Of course, let's do Bruce." And I think the first time we did it was at the Activity Center, which was a phenomenal show. Then we tried to get him to play Sun Devil Stadium, and the school said no because I wanted to do it on a school night.
Jeez.
And
But in the same month, they let the Pope in on a school night. So I said, and it's a different crowd, but we'll play in Poughkeepsie. See how right I altered myself. Well, anyway, I was on TV, and I saw the clip recently. It's pretty funny where, you've got the Pope of the Catholic Church and you got the Pope of rock and roll. Now, what is the difference? You're going to open up the place.
More merchandise with the Pope and rock and roll.
Maybe if you're going to open up the place for the Pope, open it up for Bruce, or else tell the Pope we need you on a weekend. Save to Bruce.
You can't tell him that.
Well, you should, but you know what?
The Pope only does a few.
They let the Pope
dates.
in. They let the Pope in.
A lot of roadies.
Well, so does Bruce. You check the schedule. I mean, bottom line was they didn't play fair. But then we did Bruce again and again. And then I broke up with the guys in Chicago when there was the big consolidation, everything. They went their way. I went mine. So the last couple times Bruce played in town, and I've argued every time, Evening Star, which is me, has presented Bruce a number of times here. They go, well, we really worked with the guys from Chicago. So if they want to cut you in like they did before, then that would be fine. I said to him, well, would you rather I wasn't in the business anymore? He goes, what a foolish thing to say. Why would you say that? And I said, because you're the only person in the music business that still sells these guys' shows as a result of that.
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense. How do you maintain any kind of public profile for an act when you're 2,000 miles away? Unless there's nobody willing to work with them.
Right.
And here I am pleading with the notes and the calls and the whining and the screaming and, I mean, I'm about rock, Bruce is about rock, we should be working together. And we actually like each other when we've been in each other's company. If you ask them Danny Zelisko, you go, who? But, I'd be so out.
Yeah, that dude.
Who are your favorite people that you work with?
Let's see.
Over the years.
Over the years.
I know one.
I love the guy here in town, Alice. I mean, he's involved in most everything that I do on and off this outside of this business.
Right.
John Prine is
the great John Prine.
Great John Prine. I've promoted more shows with him than anybody else in my life.
Yeah, God bless you for that.
He's the greatest.
He's the best.
And Steve Goodman was my other guy.
Right.
And I love Bonnie. Sting is one of my favorites. Bon Jovi, the Pink Floyd, Roger Waters. Those guys are great fun to work with. The Pretenders, who are playing tomorrow night. There's so many great musical
and they're fun
bands.
to work with, though. Also,
most of them. Most of them. Every now and then you got somebody, and you're just there for business. Get it done. Be professional. It's not always going to be a hang.
Now Carrie is